The climbing hydrangea is a valuable garden vine. It uses aerial rootlets to climb over tree trunks, walls and other supports. It's a very hardy plant. Without support, it trails over the ground, creating ground cover. It'll bloom. Its flowers are honey-scented. There are climbing hydrangeas of variegated leaves, like this cultivar, Take a Chance, with white splashes, or Green Racer, with petite leaves suitable for small gardens and small landscape features, as it covers a limited area and doesn't bank up as much. The cultivar Mirranda is worth mentioning too. This American cultivar has yellow margined leaves and creates good ground cover in shade or semi-shade. It may also climb over a wall. I'd like to point to this close relative of the climbing hydrangea, that is, the Japanese hydrangea vine, Schizophragma hydrangoides. It has the same advantages, but its flowers are prettier, and there are many cultivars to choose from that are more attractive than the climbing hydrangea. One such outstanding cultivar is Burst of Light. Introduced in 2016, it has white splashed leaves, and the white holds on throughout the season, even in shade or semi-shade. It's a great plant for covering tree trunks. There's no other plant that so nicely lights up shaded spots in a garden. Its flowers are also attractive. Let's see, the large bracts are very decorative. They can last even for a couple of weeks. Then the white slowly turns green. I've been asked, are there climbing hydrangeas that bloom in pink? No, there aren't. There is, however, the Roseum cultivar of the Japanese hydrangea vine. The foliage is a bit different too, with a delicate pink hue and pink petioles. An interesting-looking cultivar is also Hydrangea, of smallish rounded leaves, which make the plant suitable for small gardens or small landscape features in a garden. It blooms too, a valuable cultivar of the Japanese hydrangea vine. Worth considering when you plan or rearrange your garden is Moonlight. It's one of the most beautiful vines in general, partly due to its green leaves with steel grey or silvery splashes. It grows stronger than usual in the species, but blooms just as profusely. It can climb over tree trunks or a rough wall, even up to a dozen meters. It's useful to know how to apply the climbing hydrangea and the Japanese hydrangea vine, and what their requirements are, as they're quite similar, both species. This is the Japanese hydrangea vine, Burst of Light. It grows north of these conifers, in shade or partially in shade. It maintains the colouring, even in deep shade. The climbing hydrangea also likes such places. Not a southern sunny aspect, nor a hot western one. Northeast, northwest or north, full or light shade. Whereas the Japanese hydrangea vine, planted in shade, for example by a northern wall, will bloom more profusely and healthily on the top shoots once they reach the sunlit area. The most beautiful flowers are born on the plant that's matured later and is more exposed to sunlight. The plant prefers fertile soil, light but humus-rich and moist. It does not tolerate drought. It won't grow then. On the other hand, waterlogged ground could make the roots rot. Place the root ball as deep as it was in the container. If you apply the vine as the ground cover, the planting spread should be 1 for 1 meter squared. Remember about the Japanese hydrangea vine. Remember about the climbing hydrangea. They should find a place in every garden. They're also suitable for public greenery.